Hi. My name is Maddie K, and welcome to the House of Popular Cardigan. This is the House Podcast. In today's episode, we are going to be watching Chanel's Paris, New York 2018-19 Matières d'Art show. But I just call it Chanel's Egypt show. This is a runway fashion show that is inspired by Egypt, and it is shown at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. I've been to this museum many times, and it's incredible looking at artifacts that date back 5,000 years, possibly more. So, let's get started. The runway is around actual Egyptian stone buildings, and the first runway's out, and her skirt is like see-through linen. It looks like silk, and her jacket looks very Chanel, but it looks golden. These runway models are coming out so quickly. They're wearing classic Chanel jackets, but just gold everything. The hair is slicked back, and their eyes have the very common black charcoal Egyptian eye makeup, except this model now has white eyeliner on. But the clothes are very light and airy and like linen with gold everything. They look very expensive. This woman looks like Jackie O. She's wearing a very Chanel jacket, just with gold everything, and the gold pillbox hat, but she's got a gold and green emerald necklace, like a snake, kind of, I guess, maybe thinking about Cleopatra. These women have all different skin tones, light, medium, and very dark. They look like very wealthy women who are very confident, and some of their legs look like they've been spray painted gold. I don't think that those are gold pantyhose or tights or leggings. I think that their legs are painted gold. They could be very thin nylon, but they're hugging the skin so tightly, I'm not sure. I think they might be painted or sprayed on. Everything is very simple but ornate at the same time. The details are very small in size but very intricate, so it's a garment that obviously took a lot of work and effort and time, but from far away it almost looks more simple because it blends in. They're wearing very low skirts that kind of hug at the knee, almost like a mermaid dress silhouette. But they're very wearable, they're very walkable, and some of these women have like go-go boots they're like golden boots that go up to their knees. All of them have the eye makeup. A lot of them have the pillbox hat. A lot of them have clutches and very ornate jewelry. The music is electronic, but also sounds Egyptian in a way. Some of the instrumentation and the lyrics, they just keep saying Egypt over and over and over again. Very on-the-nose subliminal messaging, I guess. And there's some haunting strings in the background. And they're, like I said, the runway is all around these stone monuments that were brought here from Egypt, and there's a little mini sphinx in the background. The clothes look very formal, but also appear somewhat casual. It's very complicated. It's very Egyptian and very Chanel. And now some music is playing that sounds like if ancient Egyptians made modern hip-hop. There's a funky drum machine and vocals using auto-tune and vocoder effects to make it very electronic feeling. There's leather that looks like it's skin, snake skin texture, lots of gloves. Chanel is a house that invents detail. Everything is intricate, everything is hand done, everything is... They make garments that make your mouth water. Whether you would wear them or you would not wear them, they are art, and the way that they're constructed is insane. When I get really stoned, I love watching the Chanel how-to videos, watching the house workers hand sew on ornate appliques, motifs, gemstones, feathers, all types of items. I don't even know what they are half the time. And Chanel is luxury and art and detail and texture. Chanel is so interesting because they use so many different styles and items. They collage so much onto a garment, but you can tell it's Chanel. Okay, this woman has a purse that is a straight up pyramid. It is a pyramid, and at the top point is a little string that she's holding. It was a black and gold pyramid. That was amazing. If I was a buyer, I would buy that pyramid purse. I would just buy all of them. That was insane. It makes sense that Chanel would do an Egyptian collection because, I mean, the pharaohs, okay, now here's a denim jacket, and Chanel is obviously Chanel, but I don't like denim jackets unless you are a 21-year-old boy from the 80s. I don't really like denim jean jackets at all. Okay, now this woman's pants are pink and champagne ombre down to gold boots. Now this woman's got gold and bronze ombre pants, and her shirt are all of these, I don't know how they're pastel or rich colors at the same time. And here's Pharrell, and he is one of the celebrity face endorsements of the House of Chanel, and he was wearing gold pants and a gold sweater with a huge ornate chest necklace. And he was the first male model. Here's another male model who has gold eyeliner and gold pants and shoes and a sweater that's made out of fabric. I have no idea. Besides the leather and snakeskin and linen, I have no idea what this other fabric is made out of. Perhaps animal hair from animals that would be in Egypt. I don't know. Maybe goat hair? I don't know. Did Egyptians have sheep? I'm not sure. What kind of wool would they have had? I know they used a lot of linen. I know they... Now this woman's wearing green, but it's like deep money green. She's got an all-seeing eye pyramid necklace on that's very subtle, but you can see it. The hair is very oily. It makes me think of perhaps Egyptians using olive oil as hair and skin lotions and conditioners. Because I know in Rome and Greece they used olive oil to moisturize their skin and hair, so perhaps they did in Egypt too. I mean, it's Mediterranean, right? This woman is wearing a cardigan cape, and once again, she has another snake necklace, but this one's golden, maybe like a yellow diamond. A lot of the fair skin complexion women and men have black eyeliner and gold eyeliner, and then the darker pigmented skin women and men have white eyeliner and gold eyeliner. It's really beautiful. And there's another pyramid purse, and it actually says Chanel. Okay, now this woman is straight up just wearing gemstones all over her dress. They're going so fast. These models are coming down the runway so fast. There were so many colorful gemstones, and I don't know what Chanel uses to make those. I would love to know, because they're not real gemstones. They can't be. They would be hundreds of millions of dollars. I know some of the jewelry is real, but a lot of the clothing adornments, as far as gemstones, they cannot be real because those stones are too massive. And once again, we see more of these golden legs. I think they're spray painted on. I don't believe that they are tights, although it's the house of Chanel. If anybody can make gold tights that look like skin, it would be Chanel. And now the music's coming back to more of an ancient, tribal, ethereal, ambient, very intimidating. And this collection, the models, attitudes, everything, it is very opulently intimidating, because Egypt was intimidating. Egypt was a global power. Egypt was Egypt. They were it for thousands of years. I mean, America's been around for, what, a couple hundred years? If that, what, 200 years? Egypt was around for thousands of years. Egypt is still around. That's the other thing, is ancient Egypt was around for what, 3,000 years? But Egypt today is still Egypt. They are still reigning. They are still a people. They are still a country. Thousands of years, 5,000 years is what they are. Okay, now this is the first outfit that's got straight up like color, and it's red and yellow and green, and it seems kind of out of. Okay, now this woman is wearing a linen dress with it's almost like a corset skirt from under her chest to right above her thighs, and it was just all giant gemstones. And I want to know, what do they use to make those gemstones? It's breathtaking, it's mouth-watering. These models are walking so quickly. I hope that I am not giving any vibes of rush or stress, because this is supposed to be relaxing. But they're just running down each. Okay, now here, this woman is wearing linen everything, and then I didn't even get to see it. It was just all it was like armor. It was like gemstone armor. And the colors were fantastic. And Chanel does this thing of, okay, this woman's purse is a beetle, like the Egyptian beetle, like you would see in the movie The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, like that beetle that crawls under people's skin. That was the purse. Chanel makes ornate gemstone encrusted everythings, feather encrusted details, layers, everything, explosions, but it's done in a way that is not too much. It is luxury, it's not messy or chaotic, it's not over the top, it's not too much. Chanel has done something insane, which is using so much everything, but making it in a way that it's somehow simple. Like, this dress is all hand sewn on beading, and it's so detailed, and if you get up close you can see that, but from far away it just looks like a dress. And that's something so admirable about Chanel. And this woman's pyramid purse matches her shirt, and it's all gem encrusted. The way that you can hand encrust garments with all of this detail and it still seem high-end and artistic and fantastical and not like a craft project can only be done because of instinct alongside with the craftsmen of the house who have decades of trade skill and intuition. Every once in a while there's pops of blue, which is so beautiful, but for the most part it's all very black, white, and gold, which is very Chanel, and then there's some gemstones here and there. Okay, now this dress I saw the making of like a year or two ago. This is feathers. They took feathers, they dipped them in gold paint, they cut them, and then they glued them to the dress. And this is what I'm talking about haute couture. This dress you think was maybe fabric cut and sewn on a machine. No. This dress was hand glued and stitched these tiny gold dipped feathers. When you see Chanel, you think one thing, and then when you see a peek behind the curtain and you see the making of, and you see how it takes hundreds of hours and dozens of people to create one garment, your mouth waters and your heart explodes, and you realize that this is more than what you think, and you realize, oh, that's why these garments are at this price point. And now they're all walking out. The collection is beautiful. It's detailed, it's Egypt, it's Chanel. It's so fun, it's opulent. My favorite part is definitely the pyramid purse. If I was a buyer for a store, or maybe I was a personal stylist for a celebrity, I would say, I want all the pyramid purses. And that's what I would take to my client or to my store, is the pyramid purses. They're amazing. And if I could do a second one, it would be those ombre pants, because those are also so wearable. And there's Karl Lagerfeld with his white ponytail and black glasses, black gloves, and high collar. And that's the show. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I will see you next time on the House Podcast.